Hello everybody, Randy Lanham here from Volunteer Owensboro. I'm excited today to be with my friends at the Volunteer Mission, and we're going to be learning all about a lot of events you all have going on, as well as some volunteer opportunities. We have David and AJ. How are you all doing today?
We're good. Thank you for having us today.
Absolutely. So start a little bit. David, I understand you're a big superstar in the paper today, right?
We got Dr. Clark in the paper.
Wow, that's awesome. We have so much going on right now at the Volunteer Mission. We have, of course, our resident doctor, Dr. Clark, who has been making headway into our community to help promote the alleviance of drug and mental health issues throughout the community. She has done a tremendous job to promote the Volunteer Mission, as well as so many other missions within this community. She's doing amazing things. But we at the Volunteer Mission right now, we're so focused on making a big turn where we have been in existence, if you don't know, since 1921. And we started out as a mission that was really focused on creating a place for children within the community to go to after-school programs to make sure that they were staying out of trouble and staying on the pathway to good nature. But over the years, we've evolved into the things that we are today. And at the current moment, the Volunteer Mission is offering recovery and re-entry program into the community that will enable them to help work past the current addiction issues that they have and create a self-sustaining life within the community.
That's great. And thank you for letting us know about the Volunteer Mission, because I was not aware of all of the things that you all do. I volunteered here with my church group many years ago when it was actually a homeless shelter, but you all really turned around, and it's amazing things that you are doing, so thank you so much.
That's one thing that we really want to promote as we try to rebrand, as we move through the next few months. We want Owensboro to know that we are, in fact, the #1 place for recovery in Owensboro. We were a homeless mission at one point, but again, we redirect ourselves to where we need to be within the community. And right now, the need for recovery and reentry and rehabilitation is so prevalent within the community. We have to make sure that we are giving assistance to people that need the little extra help to get past some of the hurdles that they have in life right now.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for what you all do. And I know there's a lot of events. We are going to be talking about volunteering, but let's talk about some of the events you got coming up. You got a lot coming up in September,
September. September is National Recovery Month, so we're looking forward to lots of big events. Just today, Dr. Clark, like we said, was in the paper with her article in her view, and it was really remarkable to see her get out there. We have some volunteers working in here today. We have in September, we're going to be doing a Recovery's Got Talent event. So that's going to be a ton of fun. And that's really open to anybody. You know, I think we're all affected by recovery in some way, even if we don't necessarily see it right away. And I'd like to say that we'd like to showcase people with talents of all sorts. So whether or not you're in recovery, you're invited to come down and check out our people that are going to be submitting entries into that. We're going to have art, we're going to have paintings, we're going to have poems, we're going to have hopefully some musical performances, and who knows, even maybe some fire throwing or something like that. I don't know.
Now, when and where?
That's going to be at the Gathering Point on Friday, September 20th. Okay. It's going to be from 5 to 8 p.m. And we are planning on having our displays of the art, like a gallery, prior to that. We're going to do that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 20th, right around there. So.
Okay. And I'm sure they can go to the website to get, or your Facebook.
Facebook would be great. Yeah, you can follow us on Facebook. We're just easy to find. It's Volunteer Mission.
Yeah.
And we always are posting stuff on there. So.
And of course, Randy, you're invited to go display some of your amazing talent that you have provided in our community.
I do.
I've been following you for years, by the way. You probably don't realize that. I remember. Let me ask you a question, and we'll deviate. Wade Hayes.
Yes. You remember back then?
I was there.
Yeah, all right.
That was my wheelhouse, actually. Yes. And I remember you playing with Wade Hayes.
Yes, I did for many, many years. I played out in the country world for a lot of years. And I guess the past 20 years I've been back here. And I feel so blessed because through the musical talent and the connections, I've come back here. And now Wayne and I, that's behind the camera, was able to start Volunteer Owensboro. We get to do cool things like hang out with people like you all.
That's awesome.
And while we're talking about that, we're going to be swinging back around talking about volunteerism. Wayne and I love it. Every year we've been coming down here now for the past 3 years around Christmas time, doing some music for some of the clients here. And I absolutely love it every time that we come. It seems like the guys really enjoy it, and after the first few songs I get to see them start to sing along, and then it's a lot of fun. But y'all are looking for other volunteers as well, right?
Absolutely. As the new executive director for the Bull mission, we want Owensboro to completely encompass everything that we're doing here. As we make our change and rebranding, as we're trying to do, we want everyone in Owensboro and the surrounding area to understand that we are far more than just a place for people to come in and to gather themselves. We rehabilitate people. We make sure that the gentlemen that live here have the understanding and the knowledge and the life skills that they need to progress into the future. And I appreciate more than anything the support that Owensboro has given us throughout the last 100 years. And I know that we can make that grow even further than where we are right now.
Absolutely, man. It's so good to see you down here. I can feel the positive energy, whatever you want to call it, just sitting here talking with you all. So I can really feel this rebranding taking off and doing really well. And like you said, in Owensboro for the past 100 years, I have personally seen a lot of people supportive of Bull mission and what you do. So I love being a part of helping you all grow any way we can.
If you are interested in helping us in any way at all with even a daily contribution or maybe even a scheduled contribution, we offer everyone the opportunity to come in here and help us out with the intricate things that we have going on daily, whether it be from helping us prepare food for the gentlemen that are here, or helping us even educate people that are here that are working through this process. There are
so what do you mean by educating them? So if they
we are creating, so I'll elaborate on that. We're actually creating a life skills area on our south wing on the second floor where people, our clients, will be able to incorporate themselves into the work world. They're going to be able to understand how to fill out applications. They're going to understand what a resume is and how to fill one out completely. And they're also going to understand how to make themselves attainable in the work world. And that's what we want more than anything. I want the clients that we have here to understand that they have a place in everyday society, and that we are going to help them find that place. And it's all about finding your niche in the world. Yeah. We help people find what they really, really engage in, whether it be arts, or whether it be electronics or mechanics, or just the daily managing of a household. We want everyone to have a full grasp on what that means in the world today.
So you could use volunteers to come in and teach some of these classes?
Absolutely. Yeah. We would love that more than anything. Anyone from any facet of the world, whether it be your culinary experience to your accounting experience, balancing checkbooks, to even how to fix a car, change oil. These are the things that we want to enhance here, and these are the things that I want to teach to everyone who's moving through our program and who's learning how to readapt to how things typically are in the world. When we all leave here at the end of our day, we all have responsibilities that we have to partake in. Yeah. And these are the things that keep us moving in life.
That's great. So you have volunteers to teach classes. You mentioned a group could come in and fix supper or lunch for the clients. And then I know sometimes you need, AJ, you mentioned the front desk.
Yep.
security.
Security or help with the front desk, greeting people, accepting donations, and just really being the face and the voice of Bulwer Mission. We need some outstanding individuals who shape the way that we're doing things here, along with David, and really progress us into the future. So we're always looking for people, good people who can help. And there's enough, anything that you can do, we could benefit somehow. So if you're at all interested,
I love that.
just reach out to us and we will put you to work.
I love
That's
that.
no problem.
So if I called and said, "Hey, I happen to be a musician. I don't know what I could do," you could
Oh my
probably
gosh.
say,
David's been talking about this.
So
David has been talking about this
No,
for months.
I'll lend to that. We want to create a musical program here. I believe that art is therapy.
"Yes."
And the whatever medium that you work in can be a therapy. We have people that work in here, paint and pencil, but we also have some really talented musicians here, believe it or not. And I would love to lead that out to something bigger than what we can even understand.
After this live cast here, we'll talk some more.
I think we should.
But I wanted to circle back around. You mentioned donations, and I just remembered because at Volunteer Owensboro, we share a lot of the things that you all post. We'll repost on ours. So I see often that you all are looking for donations. So in September, you'll put out a list saying these are some of the things that we need. Tell us about that and how they could do that.
Yes, every month we come out with a wish list. We actually just came out with an Amazon wish list, so that's a really easy way to give back to Bulwer if you can't donate your time or talents. We can accept donations at any time from anyone. So if you have leftover food from a funeral or a wedding, you can bring it down here. The guys always enjoy those meals. But we also have, immediate needs like deodorant, toothpaste, razors, and just the basic necessities that sometimes we overlook. The guys coming in here maybe don't have these things to start off with, and we want to give them a good footing to get going in, like David said, kind of in the world, doing our stuff. And we're going to prepare them to do that by giving them what we can as far as toiletries and things like that. So hygiene's really important here. We're always talking about ways you can give. And on our Amazon wish list, there's 1,000 different things that you could pick for us that we would love to have here. Again, it's a wish list. We're not super demanding or anything, but we could really use some new lawn equipment so our guys can keep working out there in our garden.
Let me lend to that. We are a completely self-sustaining compound, if you will. The work that needs to be done here is provided mostly by the fellows that are in here working through their programs. So we do try to make sure that we do take care of ourselves. As AJ said, we have a garden that we've been producing since April, and it's been it's been an amazing experience.
It's really cool.
The amount of passion that people have in what they're working toward and what they're doing, it's really amazing, and you can see that with their response. They appreciate the level of work that they put into it. So just always know that the Bulwer Mission, we're always providing life skills, whether it be how to raise a pumpkin or how to create our perfect meal, or how to even just manage your everyday life.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I want to thank you all so much. Again, I feel the synergy going on here, and I love being able to sit and talk with you all.
Thank you, Randy.
And you have taught me. Although I try my best to keep up with all the nonprofits in Owensboro, I still learn something every single time I sit down with someone from a nonprofit organization. You have educated me and inspired me. So go to Bulwer Mission's Facebook page, best way to keep up. Although you also have the website. You can call down here. Lots of volunteer opportunities. I encourage you to get busy today and get a hold of them, right?
Can I mention one more thing before we take off?
Please do.
We are having a huge candidate forum at the library on September 30th. So that's another big event that I want to highlight. We're going to have Pam Smith, right, and the Mayor Tom Watson down there to talk about homelessness issues, social issues, issues that directly impact those in recovery. So if you're at all interested in helping with that, you can get a hold of us. Just reach out to me. I'm AJ. They'll know how to get a hold of me if you call down here. But we would love to have your support in that, because we're really looking forward to talking to our leaders about the changes we want to see.
And I'll be moderating that event. So if the community has any questions they would like to bring to the candidates that are going to be representing our community, I urge you to bring them to me, and I will make sure that they get out there.
That's great. I thank you for your time. Last thing, on our way in, we saw a company, TTMA. We're here volunteering. So if there's a workplace out there that would like to come and help, they could do that too, right? Or maybe a family could come volunteer together, a church group can come volunteer together. So not just individuals. If you want to volunteer, it sounds like they're going to find you a place to volunteer. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Randy.
For hanging out with us
Randy.
today. And y'all go volunteer today. Do something. Why not here at Bulwer Mission? Thanks.